Before you go berserk on that video, let me ask you a question. How many of you artists are making enough money with commissions to pay your bills? Yeah, that's what I felt. Not many.
It's okay.
How dare you!
For 99% of aspiring artists, art commissions are the fastest way to give up on art. Most of them are highly unprofitable and toxic attempts at making money that will prevent artists from getting their career started in big studios. So today I'm going to show you the 5 things most of you are messing up with commissions, what to do instead, and how to eventually move above commissions so you get hired in the industry. Let's get started. The first thing we need to talk about is why commissions are such bad deals overall. And I know, before you crucify me in the comments, yes, there is a very small amount of extremely wealthy commission artists. They make over 5 figures a month on Patreon or Twitch, and these are the 1% of the 1%, and I'm not talking about them today. I am talking about the 99.9% of other artists, starving and constantly complaining online about why they cannot make a living out of art and how they got a terrible client who disrespected them for a $5 portrait. You are the ones I'm talking about today, so let's see what you are doing wrong with commissions and how to fix that to get better clients and hopefully more money out of that. Let me tell you the real story of a former friend of mine doing commissions. Let's call him Bob. Bob wanted to craft a portfolio to get hired at Ubisoft, and he was spending 90 hours a week on commissions to pay his monthly expenses. On the other hand, Bob could have earned the same amount of money, with 100% certainty and zero stress about being able to source the next client or not, by working only 22 hours a week at McDonald's, or any minimal wage job.
Are you serious?
This would have allowed him to spend an extra 68 hours of work per week on his portfolio to get hired faster than his current situation. But he felt it would be lowering his standards by working at McDonald's because he studied art for 4 years in a school. It was not about lowering anyone's standards, but being smart and time efficient. And because he refused to drop his ego for a few months and get hired, after 3 years, he was still stuck in the same situation at the verge of burnout non-stop.
Shut the fuck up.
The truth is, Bob was very inefficient at commissions. So let's start deciphering what a lot of artists are doing wrong with commissions just like him. Number 1. Unprofessional behavior and vibe when seeing your post. In theory, a professional artist should have an abundance of options and not be starving. So anytime you see artists supplicating people to commission them, acting needy or making an excuse for why they desperately need money right now, this looks unprofessional and nobody will take them seriously, so nobody will be willing to pay them properly. Instead, have serious posts mentioning you only have few slots available this month and remain factual. Be short and concise and stop talking about your life. Clients don't care about it. Just write something like this, and more importantly, let your work speak for you. The second mistake a lot of people are doing is racing to the bottom and lowering their price to insanity. Again, this is tied to neediness and insecurity, I get it. But here is the thing. Being the cheapest at doing artwork will get you a crappy time to money ratio, and you have no advantage being the second cheapest. So here is why you have all the reasons in the world to be amongst the most expensive commission artists if you have good work. You will need less commissions to make the same amount of money. You will stand out from 99% of broke and desperate artists. You don't contribute to the race to the bottom most commission artists do price-wise. If your work is good enough to justify your prices, clients will think that there is something special to your work that others obviously don't have. And more importantly, it will filter out the problematic and broke clients, and we will talk more about that in a moment. Third mistake people are doing: no post and social media strategy. This one is very simple. Most artists either don't post enough or else they post in the wrong places. You need to make sure the pages you post on are similar to what you are doing. If you are doing realistic stuff, stop posting on manga or furry pages, and if you are doing environments, stop posting on character pages. Active, because there is no interest in posting on dead pages. A page with artists getting commissioned regularly, so you know they are real clients and not just starving artists. Not overly toxic or negative with artists complaining all the time. In that case, that's a crying closet and not a commission page. And finally, with some decent enough artwork, so crap is not the norm, yet you can still stand out positively. And also, you need to have several posts ready so you can post them weekly in rotation without appearing like a spammer repeating the same message over and over again until you get banned. This leads us to the fourth point: wasting time on the wrong kind of clients. A lot of artists, again out of desperation, are willing to take any kind of client, and generally this will lead you to getting bad clients. And when you look at the complaints on every commission page, it's it's always about cheap clients. So I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you, but everyone with experience will confirm that. The more a client pays you, the easier they are to work with. Cheap clients will be the most problematic ones because they are not engaged enough in the process and they will take you for granted. It's like a free product versus something you paid for. When you pay attention. So your goal is to be able to filter out cheap and problematic clients fast, because even talking to them is going to waste your time and you only want to talk to good clients with a good budget. And there are 3 things to do. 1, you stop acting needy and underselling yourself. 2, you raise your prices. And 3, you get rid of your price sheet. Price sheet. Oh god, this is a pet peeve of mine. Stop putting a price sheet. These make your commission business look like a McDonald's drive-thru menu and your clients will feel like you are a commodity. Nobody will ever buy a 3 to 4 figures product at a drive-thru fast food, so the clients you attract by showing a price sheet are the ones who want cheap and expendable stuff. Instead, by explaining that the prices are negotiated case by case, you filter out the fast food consumers so you don't waste time with them, and you get the quality clients to contact you to get your rate. And this leads us to the final point, terrible time to money ratio. I've been harsh on commissions, I know, but after 6 years mentoring artists, most of them coming out of commission page, I sincerely think that unless you live in an extremely low income country, if you want to join the art industry, commissions are not the way to go. Why, you may ask? Because commissions are a very unstable source of revenues for these following reasons. 1, you don't get commissions every day. 2, you rely on external factors you have no control over, like the average budget someone can spend on a commission. And you just need a financial recession to get people to have way less budget for art, and this is exactly what is happening at the moment. 3, AI.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Why are you saying that?
AI has decimated the commission world, removing a lot of clients from the marketplace, making artists compete for way less clients than a few years ago. And 4, taxes. If you want to do things legally, generally the tax system will take you between 40 and 60% of what you earn. And all of this leads me to my main advice if you are an artist wanting to make money with commissions. Treat commissions as a way to make pocket money, but not as your main source of income. This one is logical, this one is simple, but it's going to hurt a lot. If your sole problematic is to get enough money to pay your bills, and the full process of making commissions, including sourcing for and discussing with clients, is less profitable than a minimum wage job, if your goal is to get hired in a big studio, then consider getting a minimum wage job on the side and work on your portfolio on your free time. I know it hurts, but if you are smart about getting a job in a studio, it will give you more time to work on your portfolio to eventually get better gigs or even get hired in a company this way, rather than trying to live out of commissions already. For every artist, there is a time to learn, a time to build a portfolio, and a time to earn money. And if you cannot earn enough, it means that you have not learned enough or built a good enough portfolio yet. And just to further help you getting out of that weird limbo situation between commissions and getting your first job in a studio, I have 2 additional videos for you. One of them is teaching you how to maximize the amount of money you can get from commissions, and the other is teaching you how to get an easy side job that pays your bills while allowing you to practice art at work, so you maximize the amount of time you can spend practicing to get a job faster. These are the videos 0.5 and 4.2 in my course The Self-Taught Artist Playbook, and you can get it for 100% free by clicking on the link down below in the description or going on theartnest.academy/free course. Again folks, if you want to join the video game or the movie industry, you need to be smart, so please don't be like, well, see you next time.